Stream is
The
currently
sniper
up, so
looks
don't.
different.
What?
I was just saying the sniper looks different when you take off the not the helmet, but like the wrap that he has over the helmet. Looks very different. I was giving
Okay.
him the bulwark. Well, actually, no, it's not the bulwark. It's the Dark Angels one. But I call it the bulwark one because I always wore it on the bulwark.
Okay, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to deal with that shit later, but that's fine. Where is Warhammer? You see the post they made, I assume, the June community update.
Something about setting things on fire because they need to give more stuff to the salamanders apparently.
Well, no, I mean like the one where they're like they've already teased the next class and everything.
Oh, that. Yeah.
The Chaos Marine, or I guess the Chaos Survival Mode.
Which that's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of excited for that, but at the same time, wondering how they're gonna design the chaos units to be controlled. I'm assuming they're gonna let us play as Terminators in that mode.
I think you have a little high hopes here. I was under the impression they were going to let us play a specific like Chaos factions, and that was it.
Because it would be kind of pointless for them to just copy paste the exact same existing system and just make a siege mode exclusively for that armor and not have like any special effects. Like it would make more sense to make a unique mode. It would also cost them less money than it would to port over all their armors
Sup,
and
y'all? I'll
everything.
join later, so I got stuff to do at 6. All right, Jeremy.
Hold up. I have the code.
Well, hang on. I'm currently setting everything up. I had to move my laptop and shit. I'm gonna talk to my brother and see if he can't order me a stand on Amazon. Hello, Cyber.
Stand?
Set this up.
Like a mic stand?
No, because you know how I have to move my laptop up to give ventilation?
Oh, yes.
And you know how I have to like fucking put like stack it on top of like books and shit to like make it ventilate? I was just gonna buy like a professional stand and just lift it up like that.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I might make these a little easier. All right, there we go.
Put that message in there.
Just put it in
Okay,
the
here.
YouTube chat so I can see it. Also, Cyber, I have only seen the Doom DLC story. I have not seen the codexes yet.
I'm at the heavy.
I did not
Hello,
realize
Cyber.
the Doom DLC was dropping, and then one day I was just there. I think it was like 2 days ago. I was there watching on YouTube, and I just see Doom guy with new cutscenes, and I'm like, that's weird.
I think the marketing wasn't that good, but I understand why. I don't know if you're aware, but they laid off like 1,000 something employees from Xbox, and a good chunk of that was ID Software.
Ain't no fucking way ID Software was the fucking company they decided to fucking axe that hard.
Oh no,
That's
they axed a lot. They didn't axe ID as a whole, but ID lost a lot of their veteran people. I would imagine that if there is going to be another Doom game or a Doom DLC, we are not getting it for a long time.
damn.
I actually got the Doom Dark Ages. I think it was like the premium edition or whatever. It was on sale right when they were doing the DLC. So I barely started the game, and they already have DLC, and I'm like, oh, there's content there. That's kind of cool. I still have to start that. That thing is like
Personally,
100 gigs.
it's Did you say it's 100 gigs for Doom Dark Ages?
It's 109 gigabytes to be exact, though I think that is with the DLC as well, which was only like well, actually, it might have been like 20 gigs with that, but it's still bigger than Eternal. What were you gonna say, Zen?
Well, I was gonna say that's fucking wild that Doom's like 100 fucking gigs, but
I'll be stepping out soon, so I won't be staying long for stream. I sent you the codex on YouTube and DMs.
okay, thank you. I was gonna have to look those up, but I'll read those in between the missions, so that way I can see what's the new meta for Doomslayer. Oh, okay, this video.
I'm actually more interested if there's anything good for speed. I haven't seen anything, but to be fair, I've been like glancing in and out during my vacation.
Maybe I
I
should
think
hop. Just
the biggest thing is the name reveal.
Oh, okay. So there is lore on that hidden on that final boss. Okay, I was kind of curious on that one because the first playthrough I saw didn't have him, and then the second one he just kind of seemed like a weird afterthought. But there is lore on him. I see. Hello, Pim Demon.
Without spoiling anything, I'll just say this: that boss specific you're mentioning is needed for the true ending for the DLC. Its design is that of a pain elemental, which I really wish they would have done a more original design, but its gameplay is different from a pain elemental, so I'm not sure what happened there. Gameplay wise, it looks great, but
I want to max
the
out
actual like
plus
model is like a oversized pain elemental.
I thought you were green when you came
yes,
in.
green.
You looked,
Don't insult
yeah.
me.
It was like a weird like. It might have been the shadows and where you were looking at in the light. The visuals in this game are really good, so I was able to convince me that you were almost not red for a minute. If you didn't have all those do-rags on your armor, then I wouldn't have been convinced.
Cyber, my arch enemy. Ah, okay, Demon's your arch enemy, Cyber. Or I don't know if this is a one-way arch enemy thing. Yeah, I'm trying to max out this class before I move on to like probably assault or something.
Man,
Wait, who said I'm their arch enemy?
Pimp Demon apparently. I didn't know you guys had a relationship like that.
I didn't know Pimp
I'm not
Demon
even
had a
aware we did.
relationship with. I didn't even know Pimp Demon had a relationship with anybody. But to be fair, he's also a cat, so his relationship with everyone is technically just violence.
I was gonna say if he's a cat, doesn't that mean his relationship is just hostile with everyone?
Yeah, I mean that's like saying like I'm hungry. It's like okay, well you're always hungry. Let me change this design. It
But
looks
yeah, no.
weird.
Okay, so got a video link here and two pictures. Let's see this. Oh, okay, these are just the.
I'll be interested in seeing what I'll be able to find in the when I go through Dark Ages. Why do I have two armors that are black for the sniper? I should only have like one. They're literally like the same kind of coating.
Okay, yeah. So a similar statement to the icon of sin, it looks like, but just a little more clear, I guess would be the right way of saying it.
I think this is a lot different than Icon. Icon like kills itself in its own time.
And yet it came back anyways.
Time to go kill things now.
Not Pimp Demon, not everything revolves around Super Sentai. Hello, Retro. Salamanders get a fucking sword? Why? You fuckers don't deserve that shit. What the fuck? Oh, we
I
got a
gotta do.
random.
See you all here.
Alright, take care,
Later,
Cyber.
man. I made this one public so we could have more people.
That's fine.
That doesn't even really make sense, but you know, I'm fine because technically every Space Marine Legion has access to most weapons, so I'm not gonna be like a certain somebody and complain when we get a specific weapon. I'm happy for the Salamanders. I just don't ever want to see them get DLC weapons again. I think someone else should get a chance in the spotlight. I mean, fuck, I
Hang on.
take the Space Wolves at this point, and I hate them.
You don't think Space Wolves enough. But I do.
Bro, I read that. How could you hate the Space Wolves when you're a Blood Angel? What feud do the Blood Angels even have with the Space Wolves?
They're furries. Yes, it does. Everything's Super Sentai and Common Rider. Say it. Say it. You
I've
heretic.
never actually watched Kamen Rider or read it. The Combi Vista and the Combi Melta. Wait, but that's not the sword though.
You said
Are you telling
Kami?
me you're getting a no Combi?
Oh,
like
okay.
as in combi like combination.
I saw the
They call it
PTS
combi for
14
short.
videos. What the hell is PTS 14?
I believe that is the term used for the public test server for patch 14. The Space Marine 2 public test servers. They're
Well,
available for PC players to test them out.
well, yeah, I know. I can play them, but like what? Oh, right. Because the chapter pass is on public test server, right?
It's yeah, well, at least the Terminator one and the patch is, so like most people testing out the boss.
Well, wait. So what's the new boss we're getting?
It's like a Sorcerer Terminator,
That
basically.
sounds fucking evil.
It's not really like, from what I understand, it
So
is much closer to a melee Terminator. In fact, it's predominantly a melee Terminator. It doesn't really have the rockets or anything like that.
then how is it a boss? Is it just the health bar?
No. It's not a boss. It's an extremist enemy.
Oh, okay, great. Another Chaos Extremist enemy. Love that.
Well,
Salamander Heavy looks
at least
goated.
I think it is an extremist enemy. I don't think it's a terminus enemy. Though I saw health bars on it that looked a little misleading.
Yeah, I don't bother with the public test server. I play this game enough to where like I feel like the public test server is not really needed for me. Why is
Mainly used by
Jackass doing
Warhammer
another
content
movie?
creators.
Because they like it. There's like nothing else to it. They just like doing Jackass. I watched 12 episodes of Kamen Rider Mangler. Shh. I see.
That's actually less than I thought you would have.
He'll get those numbers up. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? That second shot should not fucking hit me. That actually kind of pissed me off. There's no fucking way he got that fucking shot off that fast. I mean, Jackass movies are fun to watch if you're like in the right fucking mood and shit. I remember watching the originals back in the day. I don't know if this new one's any good. I didn't go watch it.
I fell down.
Of course you did. Also, the new Warhammer strategy game has more gameplay. Huzzah! Apparently it's coming out like next month or something.
Okay, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific when you say Warhammer strategy game, because that might just translate in my mind to every Warhammer game.
Age of War or whatever.
Is that the Dawn of War one, or
Dawn of War, yeah. It should be Dawn of War 4,
Okay.
yeah. Back
I
in the
was
day,
like, we
okay,
have-
dinosaur.
Oh god.
Oh, I was gonna say, I am technically an old man by most people's standards now.
Oh my god. There we go.
Motherfuckers! Fuckers sucking every fuck. Oh, what the hell hit me? Does fucking not know how to fight these things or what? There we go, fuck.
Yeah. Get rid of the Ravener.
The combi fist is gonna be a Death Watch power fist with a melty gun attached to it, and the combi flamer is gonna have a bolt carbine fused with a pyroblaster. Are these new? Are these actually new weapons, or they just are like skins for a new weapon? Like,
I mean, well, they should be new weapons. They're definitely not skins. They'd be like a heroic weapon.
I started this year after I think March, and I've been busy watching 150 episodes of Super Sentai. That is true. Oh, so in general, we're just getting new weapons. They just happen to be salamander themed, or do we have to buy the pass to get the weapons?
No, you can buy DLCs individually.
Right, not my apologies. Do I have to buy the DLC to get the new weapons, or are they going to be in
No,
the base? Okay, then
no.
what do
You
I care?
typically never have to do them.
Well, that's why I'm
'Cause
asking, because like I don't know if we've had a situation
we've
where.
only ever had to buy skins. We've never had to buy weapons. If we had to buy weapons, that would be stupid. Because that's where the actual like money is.
I mean, like if they make like an exclusive weapon for a chapter skin that's like supposed to be super unique to them, I wouldn't necessarily mind that being the case, but like I would just need to know in
So
advance.
I wouldn't mind that being the case if that was how it was from the beginning. It's not how it's been for the first 2 years. If they just decided to switch it up, I would be kind of pissed off about that.
Well, I mean, if the game needs to make some fucking money, I don't mind fucking, shelling out a little bit more. I've only
If they
bought
don't need more money from us, they got the money from the skins. Why do they need money for ammo or weapons?
more money to supply the troops.
More money to supply the
Oh, yeah.
Emperor? Damn.
And we are also gonna have a heroic salamander melta rifle on Melty Melta. That's terrible. Fucking pieces of jerky getting everything they fucking want. I'm so excited for update 14. I'm sure you are. Well, based on what Cyber sent me, it looks like Uni Doom should be a lot more solid.
Will it now?
It's like the secret boss at the end has a description that kind of really sells the idea. I mean, I can send you the description, or you can just wait to get to it. I don't really know how you want to handle that one.
I'll wait to get to it, and I'll see it for myself.
Because it's a hidden boss. I don't know like what the conditions are to unlock it. It's a true ending thing where like you like in order to get the proper ending, you have to fucking fight him.
What do you mean a true ending? I didn't realize I was playing a Metroidvania.
Well, that's what I thought when I first saw the true ending thing on YouTube. I was like, this is not something Doom does. Why is there a true ending situation? That's a my house thing. All right, planting the charge now. Yeah, no. I'm old enough to see the turning of the tides. I've lived through the fucking motherfuckers. Run!
Lately, you haven't lived through these guys.
I got a pistol, and it's not even. There's a guy glitched into a wall right here. That's funny.
What?
Come on. He's glitched into the wall. Motherfucker!
Okay, we're just gonna have to ignore him. He's stuck, and he can't leave. If he were the lictor, then he'd be able to get out.
Like, so going back to what I was saying, fucking, I've only been alive for like 20 something years, but the culture has changed.
Oh, he got free.
What the fuck? Oh, what son of a bitch!
I don't know how he got out.
It's okay, I got him.
I blame the other guy.
But no, I was gonna say it's fucking like, I have lived through such a massive cultural shift that the world is completely unrecognizable from 10 years ago, let alone 20. It's I guess the perks of being a 1990s kid.
Can you really say 1990s if you weren't even like alive
The birth
during
certificate.
the 90s?
The birth certificate says 98. Therefore, I'm a 90s kid.
You were born in 98?
I was 98. Sorry. Whenever I need historical advice, I always ask Mangler what Jesus Christ was like since he's that old.
There's no way you were born in 98. I don't believe that.
What the fuck? When do you think I was born?
Early 2000s.
I am
Like
a
2002,
98 child, but the thing is obviously because of the first 2 years of my formative existence, I was not conscious technically because babies aren't really conscious.
Oh, babies are conscious, but they're not really all memorizing their experience. They're
I
kind of
got Gene Seed. Let's go. I'll take that.
just flowing around. Why would you pick that up before we've even done this section?
Because I have nothing to fear. I'm sure we
I'm
all
gonna
heard the
kill you.
classic, "Oh, I'm the Black Ranger because I'm Black" Power Ranger joke, which I will never get when there's only been 2 out of like 13. That would
What do you
require
mean?
facts. Well, there's only been like 2 Black Rangers.
Oh, I thought he meant like 2 Black Rangers total, and I'm like, really? I thought there'd be more.
Me 2000s. I was alive for 9/11.
That doesn't mean anything when you're like a fucking baby. You, in your own words, are barely conscious.
Wow. Denying my experiences, I see, as expected. I shouldn't. Oh, well, there it is. There it is. Let's go.
If I'm going to be on the Chaos team, I need to have the ability to ride a Dreadnought. I mean, a Hellbrute.
Wait, did Doom Fraud get an upgrade? Possibly. It looks like it's a solid upgrade, but I have not gone through Doom, so whether or not there's context I'm missing is this a script? Oh, that's a scripted fucking. I've never seen that encounter before. That's funny. People probably fucked that day without knowing what was going on. Yep. Although it did raise an interesting question. I was watching an Asmongold video on it. He raised an interesting point of like he didn't directly say it because I don't think he wanted to say it, but like I I kind of knew what the thought process was. Like at what point does 9/11 stop being as relevant? Or is it one of those things where like you kind of like I mean granted like Pearl Harbor, I mean we still talk about Pearl Harbor like that shit happened like fucking yesterday.
Stops becoming relevant when we are old and dead. There's your answer.
So what happens if you're immortal? How does that work?
Well, see, that's the interesting part, and the answer may surprise you. It's called "Shut the fuck up."
Yep. My experience is being invalidated again. Feels bad.
What are you talking about? I'm just here to provide enlightenment. All
Death
I
Battle
do.
cast in TF2 Soldier versus Sarge. Yes, as in reference to Blue Sarge. So I'm assuming Sarge just lost, probably.
Wait, versus the soldier?
Actually, I don't know. But I don't know if you're on Soldier. I was probably 6 years old when 9/11 happened.
Can you guess what this armor is? Hold
No,
up.
is that the Grey Knights? No, it's not the Grey Knights.
Yes, this is the Grey Knights.
It is.
Yeah, look at the helm. It's kind of hard because he keeps moving his head around.
Oh,
Look at
yes,
the
you're right. You
helm.
do have the Grey Knight's helmet. Yes, okay, yeah, because I
Yeah,
saw that
it's.
in the fucking Demon
I
Hunters
had
game.
to. I had to pull it up because he kept turning his head left and right. I was trying to face you, but he's like, no, I don't want to look at him.
I learned about porn a lot. Uh, wait. At the age of 8? I got introduced to pornography at the age of like 5, and it kind of ruined me. Definitely,
Supposed to
was.
wait.
What?
Supposed to wait until you're like 13 or 14.
Well, I mean, you can't really control, like, you can't control when you find your first Playboy mag. Well, fuck, I guess it's not Playboy mags for people anymore, right? It's like fucking gangbangs and shit nowadays.
You can't control when you find magazines of exotic flavor.
Yes.
I was just never interested in that stuff at that age. I was like, nope, I have better things to do.
I was always kind of overtly energetic, we'll say. I think I remember telling Ozra this, but like for most of my childhood and youth, my mind was just constantly on the idea of sex. It was weird. Because like you think that would transfer later on in life, but it's definitely mellowed out as the years went on. Maybe it's the hormones.
At age 5, I was kind of looking around for those fucking rescue hero things so that I could use them for their not intended purpose, which was instead of using them to save people, I would use them in football formation to make football teams. Because I would do that with almost every pair of toys that I had as a kid, is that instead of using them for their intended market purpose, I was like, nope, fuck that. I'm hijacking you for pseudo sports reasons.
Bruh. Pseudo sports, you are now my puppet. I'm a 2000s kid retro. Damn, you're old, Jeremy. Jeremy, you would not be a 2000s kid. If you were 6 years old when 9/11 happened, you would have to have been a 90s kid. Wait, what? And I was 3 years old when Sonic 06 released? No, Jeremy, you got your fucking... What the fuck? You can't be 6 in 9/11 and 3 at fucking Sonic's release. That's not how aging works.
Hold up, he might be aging backwards.
Well, you know, fair enough. If you age backwards, are you considered a 90s kid, or are you just a 90s adult?
You may never know.
Some older kids showed me my brother an old 89 website. Oh, dude, old internet was the wildest fucking thing. Well, you were around to use the old internet websites, right?
A little, but I only really went to the ones that were recommended of me. I didn't like surfing the web.
Well, no, I mean, that's fine. Like, I mean, I didn't actively go around fucking looking at porn sites or anything.
No, it's just like I didn't surf the web because I didn't like the interface. It visually just didn't look that great or appealing.
Bruh. At 5, I collected Gormiti, and I used to be a massive Sonic fan at the time. Jeremy, 9/11 wasn't in 2011. Oh, fuck, is he thinking 9/11 was in 2011? No, because
It's at the other, it'd be at the other one. It's 2001, not
It's
2011.
2001. 9/11 happened in 2001. But hold on. If you're 3 when Sonic 06 releases, you would still be like fucking 9 when 9/11 happened. Wait, how are you reading these dates? Fucking British or English people. Fuck.
Also, hello, Balrog. I saw you sneak in there, all Raven Guard-like.
Hello there.
It's like the only time I could ever agree with the take Destiny had was when he fucking went crazy on this European viewer for how they write their dates. Also, there's a healing item. You should probably take that. I was born in 2004. Okay, so Jeremy's... Okay, yeah, because I was going to say, I was not expecting Jeremy to be that old. I thought Jeremy would be a bit of a younger guy.
Jeremy, if you were born in 2004, you missed 9/11.
I'm sorry you missed 9/11.
Heck of an event.
Just kick him while he's down, Mangler.
Probably not a bad thing to miss, to be fair. Wasn't a pleasant day.
Well, actually, the sky was actually very nice from what I understand. Like,
from what I hear, they made 2 songs about it.
You know, it was a really nice day for flying. They got a lot of tricks done in the sky that day.
They probably made more than 2 songs.
The European dates are superior? No, they're fucking not. Shut the fuck up. Fucking.
What do you guys do?
What do you mean the European days? What the hell?
Well, no. Because we write dates differently from European.
How do you guys do it? Do you do months, days, and year?
Yes.
That's fucking weird. It should be day, month, and year.
Yeah, see, they do it fucking weird.
No, we do it correct.
No, you don't.
So if I said, say, The 20th of the 7th, 19. That would confuse the fuck out of you.
The 20th of the 7th of 19? Yeah, that sounds fucking weird as shit. Because
heretical.
why would the day matter first before the month? Like, the month is what brings
why would you-
context to the day.
No, because you need the day and then the month.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
the
no,
year
no,
it took
no, no, no.
place.
Why do you need the day beforehand?
you go
Every single
small-
fucking
No, because you go from doing the days, then you can count into the months, then you can count into the years.
Yes, but if you start at the month, it brings relevancy to the day. Because that way
No, it
you
doesn't.
know, okay, so it's this month first and then this day on that month. If I tell you, let's
No,
meet up on the 15th, you're not going to know what the fuck that is because I haven't given you the fucking month. Unless you believe
No,
it's that month.
I'm going to assume you mean the 15th of this month.
Poor information. Poor information. Low-key kind of cringe. Low-key kind of cringe. And then also the way you guys write it in English is like the 6th of August instead of just August 6th, which is weird as fuck.
No, it's not. It sounds way better.
Oh my! You would fucking
maybe in like a letter if you're talking to someone in renouncement of an event, but if we're making like a statistical date in like a database, it looks way better to be like,
No, it
8/6/ 2013
No, it doesn't.
or whatever the hell.
objectively wrong takes by Kyle. What a rare day. So, like, so yeah, because like it's kind of like the way we do color. Because they have a U in color, but we have an O only. But they have, I think you guys have an OU, right? That's how you spell color. It's COLOUR. That's how you guys spell color, right?
Very good.
I'm actually pretty well versed on other people's cultures. I just find it deplorable.
I just remember that 9/11 means September 11th. September as in September being the 9th month. Yeah, that was the idea.
Now, remember, Zim, when you're over in Australia, depending on if you're in Australia or England, depending on depending on if you add the U or the O to with the word labour, depending on if you add the U to it, you're either talking about manual labour or you're talking about the political party.
Yes, because labor.
I don't know why that's a thing. I couldn't tell you why.
Somebody decided to spell something differently.
Well, to be fair, I can kind of understand the idea of differentiating your political party from the from the word a little bit, so that way like you don't get them confused. Because if you're like, oh, I want I want labor. Oh, hang on, IDC.
What happened?
Is the stream still live or is it just the servers?
I'm still in here.
Looks like the stream's still live. Weird. Just send me a code again. I wonder if there's something going on with the servers right now.
Oh wait, I think the code changed again.
Well, yeah, obviously it's gonna fucking change. We went through a whole fucking mission. But yeah, no. Stream still going? Good, good. Yeah, so there's something's going on with Space Marine. Hang on, actually. I think it might not be Space Marine specifically. It might be me. That's weird.
The other guy left as well, but he might have left because we finished.
Anyways, BRB. All right, Jeremy. But yeah, no, I tend to try and be as cultured as possible when it comes to other people's cultures because if I'm gonna hate someone, I want to do it properly.
Biggest lie I've ever seen.
What do you mean? Are you saying I don't hate properly? Are you saying I hate without complete context and information? How dare you?
Hatred isn't even hatred.
Wow. Are you saying I'm not a hater?
It's not hatred unless you use the hard R.
Kyle, that's not what I meant.
I only use hard R. Motherfuckers be like backing down on that shit, not me. Not me.
It's like, hey, you're not trying hard enough. It's like I actually meant like the specific emotional circumstances of what he's directly addressing, but pop off game. That's fine. Whatever.
Based Kyle for reals. Oh yeah, I also have Overcooked to try out on a stream, but I don't know if I can get 4 people to join me for a stream of Overcooked or not.
How would that work if like we were on different platforms?
I would game share with the 3 of you guys
Oh,
on Steam, and basically I would run the game and you guys would just have a connection to me.
oh, Zim, did you tell Mingler about the argument you and Devil had last night?
Like,
Oh,
before we do that, I just want to point out that if we play Overcooked, I don't want to be carrying hard in that kitchen and cleaning up after you guys, because like I already had to do that for an actual job. I'd rather not go into a video game and then replicate that real life experience. Anyway, you can tell me how you did with Devil.
all right. So I hear we're gonna have
wouldn't-
Mangler on
so you
dish
wouldn't
duty.
appreciate. So you wouldn't appreciate if I just yeeted the coleslaw across the kitchen.
No, but bro, I'm gonna be complaining about food safety like every 5 fucking seconds. There's
It's
also
gonna be
levels.
fucking Mangler just
What you're
fucking
telling
getting
me is that I
PTSD
can't.
from fucking his job.
Dude,
No,
there's
Gordon
literally
Ramsay, what you're
levels
telling
where
me.
there's rats running around in the kitchen.
Actually,
Look,
let me upgrade my class.
Look, Gordon Ramsay, are you telling me I can't put the raw chicken with the raw steak? They're both going to be cooked
You
anyway.
can't just put the food in a box on the floor because it's in a box. It needs to be on a surface.
Oh, you would have hated the grocery store I worked at.
I mean, most grocery stores are reasonable when it comes to the food that they put out. It's what they're doing when they're preparing it that's the problem.
Let me see here. Non-finisher gun strikes restore 1 armor segment. No, we'll keep that.
Yeah,
If
so
you're
sorry for interrupting you, Zim. You can continue the talk about the conversation you and Devil had.
hang on, because I'm trying to. I think we'll just continue for now, and I'll just get to level 25, and then I'll start building classes for this fucking thing. We'll do one more like this. It's fine. So yesterday, me and Devil were having a very reasonable discussion as to why I believed Kashimo and JJK is in the top 5 and Yuta is not. My cat brought in a mouse? Oh, good for you.
Cats tend to do that. It's actually one of the more common things they're known for doing.
And unfortunately, because Devil basically is only free at like 4 a.m. in the morning for me, and my mom won't let me talk to him, I can't like VC him effectively to hash out this conversation. But just for the record, Kashimo is top 5, and because Devil made such a big stink about it, I am now fully on board to just do a top 10 JJK list and just have everyone fucking hate me. It's gonna be great. It's alive? The mouse is alive?
Yes, they
I
do it all
wasn't
the
doing
time.
that.
They don't always just bring in dead animals.
I thought they fucking beat the shit out of the mouse and then they just drag a corpse
No.
along.
No, it's
The
sport.
malicious little fucking creatures. They'll literally just bring it in just to torment the mouse, or give them something to do later.
Cats are one of the reasons why, like, a lot of small insects and certain small animals
native
are.
birds.
Yeah, in household areas, basically have their habitats removed or threaten to go extinct in that area, because cats will just spend all day hunting them nonstop.
All right,
And they
boys.
won't even eat them most of the time. They hunt for sport.
We
Yeah,
got
so
we got the
basically,
big
They will hunt for sport.
It's like we're living in reality, and those small animals are living on a death world, and the cats are the death on that world.
That sounds about right.
Like a good telltale sign, if a cat or a predator is just hunting for fun, they'll only either take one part of the animal, or it's mostly just the head.
Or they'll just kill it immediately. Usually. Okay, no. If they're hunting for fun, yes. I was gonna say if they're actually hunting for food, or they believe they're doing it, they'll kill it quickly. They won't like fuck around with it. They'll just pounce. But if it's still alive, they're definitely doing it for sport.
This is gonna raise a weird question, but I guess I'll ask the question. Do cats like really hunt for
Yes.
food if you feed them?
Yes. The cats are some of the most unloyal creatures you'll ever fucking meet. They will go to if you let a cat roam outside, they will go to multiple households to try and get food. And if they can't do that, then they'll just like scrounge. Cats
Yeah,
are
it's
fucking
not even.
filthy. They go in and out of drains all the time too.
Cats have been. You have to remember that even though they were domesticated for a similar length of time that dogs were, most of the cats in the world were typically living in like Europe and Africa, and during that time, they were mainly known for being like outdoor like hunters. They didn't get as. I mean, so were dogs, but like they weren't as accustomed to being like
The
broke in a
easiest way to
household sense.
the easiest way to put it, when wolves were domesticated and then basically bred into dogs, they were bred for specific purposes. Cats were mostly bred for luxury or just to hunt like small animals.
Cats were also kept
so they
much
remain
higher
relatively
in the
feral.
social. Cats were kept much higher in the social hierarchy of like, humans compared to dogs. Like in the societies where cats were, they were kind of worshipped either as like deities or things of like great luck.
Oh wow,
Well,
France won their match in
this
the
is
World
why
Cup.
if you release a dog into the wild, there is a good chance that the dog won't survive, or it will take years for it to become feral. Whereas if you release a cat will become feral immediately. It knows straight away how to basically fend for itself.
Yeah, cats are the closest thing that little animals have to like an apex predator. They are ready to hunt and kill. There's a reason why they have some of the fastest reflexes of like I think as far as domesticated animals, they have the fastest reflexes of the species that we domesticated.
Yeah, there are certain cats that are fast enough that they can swat and dodge snakes lunging at them.
Yep. Probably why we domesticated them. Aside from the fact that they were also adorable. Let's see.
Like, I have an inherent bias towards cats because I always had fucking birds and they always used to come around my fucking bird cage, so I had to fucking scare them off all the time.
That's crazy. Don't know what cats you have, Kyle, but the ones here are chill. Nah, it's cats in general, bro.
No, I guarantee you they're not fucking chill.
What the fuck are we waiting on? What are you doing?
Here's the
I'm
thing.
checking my perks.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to give you a hot take. If you are somebody who lets your cat roam outside, you are an irresponsible cat owner.
What?
Hang on one sec.
No, you are, because the cat won't stay in your household. It will fuck right off, and it will go kilometers away, and then it will come back because it will make its own little patrol area. It will get in the fights with other cats. It will breed with wild cats, and it will hunt down the local wildlife. If you let your cat out, you are actively harming the environment, and you are a bad cat owner. If you are somebody who will keep your cat inside, I'm all fine with it. Fucking pop off.
So Kyle just hates cats, understood?
Dislike is warranted.
Well, no, it's like if you want, if you're just like, oh, well, how can my cat get exercise? Put it on a fucking harness and take it for a walk.
Yeah, they walk just like dogs, and they love exercise too. Because a lot of cats just want to spread their legs.
Yeah, you can walk them like a dog, and they'll do absolutely fine. But if you let them like roam wild, and that's what they're used to, that's all they'll want to do.
They're also generally better behaved than dogs. I don't know what the fuck it is. When you take them for a walk, they're just really, really happy about it. Whereas dogs will just kind of go like crazy. Yeah.
Kyle, is this true? Would you agree with my English sentiment that cats are more well behaved than dogs?
At least on walking.
they're easy.
Specifically on walking.
If you had an untrained dog and you had an untrained cat, it's easier to have an untrained cat. Because again, the worst thing the untrained cat is going to do is like get pissy with you and lay on the ground and not want to walk. But it weighs like as much as a heroin addict, so you could literally just like drag it the entire way and you'd feel nothing.
Also, a lot more. There's a lot less. I want to say a lot less variety in cat behaviors between the various breeds. Really, the only significant distinction I've found is with like orange cats. And that's just that orange cats seem to have a very small amount of self-preservation. They'll just kind of do like the craziest fucking shit. It's like you trapped a dog in a cat's body.
Hello, Rockin' Alice. How you doing?
I was aware of what I'm talking about. Orange cats are both the funniest and some of the most concerning cats.
Well, a trait that every cat has is that they're all fucking standoffish as well. They'll either want to be near you or they won't.
Yes. There's no middle ground.
And a cat will let you know when social time is over.
Or when social time needs to begin. Especially the second one.
Oh yeah, because they don't give a shit. They'll jump on your equipment or they'll just straight up jump on you. But once they've had their fill, they've had their fill.
So it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I love you. Get the fuck away from me, you creep.
Basically, the easiest way to explain what having a cat is like, it's like having a very standoffish roommate that you have to feed.
There's one
Yeah,
cat
you
in
can
China.
teach them boundaries, but it's more tedious to do it than with dogs. Dogs are just kind of like
Terrorizes
also-
neighborhood.
Well, for a cat, it's
benevolent.
also more of a suggestion than like something you can teach them.
Yeah. And, well, some cats are reasonable. Very unreasonable cats are not going to be receptive to your lessons. We'll put it that way.
I don't wear the robe outside of my room, and even then, I don't wear it all that often because my chair's kind of dirty.
I knew it.
What?
I knew he wore a robe. Mangler, we got him.
Well, no, it's
I always believed that he had one of those like evil villain robes that he wears when he goes out of the
It's
bathroom.
white, it makes him look like a ghost.
guys, it's a Hatsune Miku thing. It's not evil.
It comes complete with like the perfect shaped, pristine green apple that he keeps on his desk because he's not an English teacher net, but he needs one just so that he can waste it. Takes like a big bite out of it and then just leaves it there, half eaten.
If you want to call me an asshole, you can just call me an asshole.
No, this is more fun.
Sith robes, then?
And you know what? He'd be the type of villain who doesn't even eat the whole apple. It's just one bite, and then he'll throw it.
And that's the joke. Like they're evil because they'll just waste it for no reason. Even when they would want to eat the apple, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna finish it just to show how evil I am.
There's a person over there starving right in front of me. I take a bite of the apple, and then I just toss it in the trash.
You say that, but you're the type of person who would be like, "Are you hungry? Smell the hand."
Bruh.
And
What? Why do you just make it sound like I'm a celestial dragon from One Piece, bro? What is this? Hang on.
Is that a peasant over there? Better shoot them.
He's in my way. He shouldn't have done that.
Zim, please have a celestial dragon-like costume that you'll wear for Halloween. And it's just like, I don't want to breathe the same air.
Nope. But yeah, no, so going back to that Total War 4, yeah, I saw some gameplay for it. I haven't finished watching their gameplay demo yet, but that game looks good. Honestly, I don't think it'll bring back real-time strategy, but it looks like it'll be a fun time.
My melee damage is trash.
Have you tried using a chainsword?
I'm the heavy.
Oh yeah, so does anyone here watch X-Men 97 or no?
Is
Nope.
that like supposed to be a sequel to the show from the 90s?
Yes.
Wait, is that where the clips in my feed are coming from, or is that from the old show?
They're coming from the new one, probably.
I don't know. I was thinking of trying it, but the problem is that like that 97 art style doesn't really appeal to me, and it looks weird having it with the current, like, how I put it, it looks old, but it looks too clean. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It feels a little uncanny. But no, because it looks like we're gonna get Onslaught on in the cartoon this season. That's pretty sick. We've never had Onslaught, I think, on screen before, so that'll be pretty chill.
If only I remembered who Onslaught was.
Onslaught is basically, I think it's Professor Xavier using some of Magneto's power. Basically, they merged into one, and that became Onslaught. But
Oh,
because
that's a headache.
Magneto actually died in this last episode to Apocalypse in front of Charles, and it looks like Charles is like gonna go crazy. So Onslaught, let's
Oh,
go.
is this like they're doing a more adult version now?
Yeah. 97. Well, I mean, the old cartoons were always kind of a lot more adult than the new ones
Yeah, but
nowadays when it
they
comes
would
to
never
Marvel.
directly kill people off though.
Did you ever watch the
If they
Spider-Man
did
show?
kill them,
Because
they usually didn't leave a body behind where you could visibly see it.
oh, there
They
is no
either got
body.
disintegrated.
He got vaporized. There's no
Yeah,
body.
I was gonna say they usually get this. Well, I say no body specifically because that's supposed to keep away a lot of the horror element of, like, you know, the
When my
brutality of someone's
fucking
death.
teammates don't go to the fucking objective and just call the fucking horde in. Sorry.
I'm killing enemies right now,
Yeah,
looking for
enemies
the
you don't have to
codes.
kill. We found it on our first fucking try.
Actually, I said officer found no codes. So
I
if
found
you
it.
found it,
And now our
hold up.
teammate's down because fucking Mangler insists on fighting the fucking horde
I didn't hear your
because
fucking
he
voice
wasn't
line.
there on ball, so he doesn't know how this shit goes. But no, let's continue fighting every fucking crevice in the fucking ground while we're at it.
Jeez. All I'm doing is trying to find my way to my teammates. I don't know why you can't appreciate that.
No wonder Gilliman fucking hates us.
To be fair, I'm not even an Ultramarine. So, fuck what Gilliman says.
According to Jay, we're all Ultramarines.
Oh, yeah, we are Ultramarines.
Well, no.
We are Ultramarine. In the same way that we are all Charlie Kirk.
Bruh.
Shots fired.
Oh shoot! Nah, I'm kidding. I mean, like, it sucks that he died, but I wasn't the guy being like, "Fucking, you can't joke about it."
How I put it. Here's the thing. I don't celebrate people's death, but at the same time, it's not really a loss, is it?
Yeah, I
Nothing
mean,
of value was lost.
that's gonna
You're
depend
correct.
on your guys' political spectrum, obviously, on that one. That's why I try not to
No,
judge.
because he was a shit stirrer, and all he ever did was post the clips where he thinks that he fucking won. Because if he ever lost, he would never fucking post it.
That's
actually
that's
gonna
like
say he
every
just had
content
horrible.
creator for the most part, Kyle. It's not exclusive to him.
Yeah, but when you're a political,
some content
when
creators
you're a
don't just
political
lie,
person
though.
like him, and you're debating people on fucking campus, and you can have people literally like with their own cameras, because they've proven that he's lost a ton of times.
I'm sure he's lost tons of times. I mean, like, fucking, you do all those debates. You don't just win every time. You're bound to lose a couple times.
I just thought nothing of value was lost because he was a despicable human being, and the things he believed were egregious.
Every time I think me and Mangler don't agree on shit, then he says shit like that, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe our practices aren't so different after.
Have you not listened to some of the shit that he said?
Okay, carry on. No, carry on. Please. We're on the same page on how to deal with our opposition. Please carry on. That's
Maybe she
great.
could get maybe she could get a video just chronicling like all the statements that he's like publicly said that he just doesn't want people to go. I guess he wouldn't have an opinion about it. He's too busy not being
dead.
alive.
Look,
And,
guys.
you have
Like,
his wife
I understand. I understand YouTube doesn't want us saying
dude,
that.
his
And, like, you have
fucking
wife
wife,
parading
his
corpse
fucking
around.
wife is the greatest part of it.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
mean all these
down
fucking
there
realize he had
crocodile
something.
tears?
Have you seen where it's like she comes down and it's like a WrestleMania entrance every time as she's parading her husband's corpse?
He's like, I'm so sad he's gone. I'm like, yeah, I've never seen someone so happy to watch their husband go so that they can take over his media empire. That's
and
incredible.
openly fuck the person that she's been doing it with the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's great.
I would almost feel bad for him, but I don't. So, no.
Cold-blooded fuckers. You would never see me saying such. Well, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna start lying, and then it just really just started burning in my throat. Gosh darn it, Mangler! Get the fuck!
I was looking for the gene seed actually.
Get your gene seed!
Well, people keep leaving it out in the floor over here, so I gotta pick it up.
You're a Grey Knight! There's nothing of value lost!
Well, actually, this one isn't a Grey Knight. I don't even know what this one is, actually.
That's even more reason!
Okay.
I also have Golf with Friends, which we should be able to play the same way, with the screen share.
Do you think I'm gonna be able to play golf with you people? You have another thing coming. Not that I would want, but be able to.
Well, it's a video game version of golf, so I'm sure you can be reasonable. Great, now I can't sleep. Pimpdion, why can't you sleep? Well, for what reason can you not sleep? Was it Mangler's evil actions and words? Was it my evil actions and words? Or was it Kyle's evil actions and words?
Was it our criticisms of a cat?
It might be the criticism of the cat, actually. That one might. Fuck!
We were very explicit in our criticisms of the cat.
No mouse. Golf with Friends, great game. I played it once. It was on sale for like $1 on. Oh my word! Is that a Zoranthrope? Or is that a Nearanthrope? It's a Zoranthrope, right? If it's a small one, it's a Zoranthrope. Hang on, the Mangler behind you. There's a Zoranthrope. It's just by itself? Really? They just spawned a random Zoranthrope by itself?
No, he had backup, but I took it out.
Oh, I forgot you're playing as the heavy.
Well met. Where shall I plant this flag?
Is the mouse making a lot of noise? Like, is the cat just fucking with the mouse?
Oh yeah, let me check the chat.
Oh. You were playing to wait for that guy to respond, weren't you?
No, I was checking the YouTube chat to see what people are talking about. What guy?
Well, our team is dead.
I have several people. Oh, well, yes, he is dead, but I will bring him back.
Well, yeah, I was just saying, because like, I opened the door and I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know if Mangler actually wanted to wait. No, that's the thing. Savatin left? Your cat just left the mouse in your room?
Well, his cat has left multiple times.
What a dick cat.
Cats also leave things.
Yeah, apparently.
There's one cat in China that terrorizes the neighborhoods, threatening dogs and other cats. Yeah, that sounds like a cat. That's why orange cats are the best. Because they're just more chill than normal cats. They're the closest thing we have to a successfully domesticated cat. I say successfully domesticated because I think our current cat breeds are kind of they leave a little bit to be desired.
I say, in my apartment too. Oh, shit. You want to get on that? All right, got it. Hello, chat. Hello, side. In my apartment too, be fair, I almost stomped on her trying to kill the mouse. Wouldn't you just let the cat deal with the mouse on its own? Like, wouldn't it be better equipped to deal with the cat or with the mouse? Where'd that come from? Oh.
Cats are better at hunting mice.
Well,
Or
that's
better
what
at
I'm
handling
saying.
them in
Like,
a
like
large
I mean, like,
scale.
if your cat brings in a mouse, wouldn't you just let the cat deal with the mouse? Like, I don't really see a reason for why you wouldn't. I panicked. Oh, you panicked? I mean, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. Can you? Oh, I got it. Oh, can you go defend generator 4?
I'm going to defend generator 4. This is the fastest way I can move.
I'll say, can you go faster?
I have no movement options.
Is this the first time you brought a mouse in, or what?
I have the scans for that portion of the audio file that you sent me, but there is some problems with the audio itself. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, so I don't know if you're comfortable with still using that file or if you just want to record something and I can just still use the same scans.
Who are you talking to?
Is Kyle still here?
Yeah, he's still here, but like he just started randomly fucking talking. Did he send you messages like behind the scenes or what?
No. I just remembered something he
I
was
was
he
I
messaged
was
me about
about to
earlier.
say like what who the fuck is he talking to, chat?
No, he asked me something on the last stream, and then I
Did I?
went looking for them. Yes, you asked me that you still needed those scans, and then I was like, oh, okay, and then I went and got them a few days ago.
Yes, I did.
Hopefully
I was.
today.
Go ahead.
Always use OBS filter to remove background noise or Audacity. Yeah, you can use Audacity. That's a good program.
If there's some
Hopefully
way
today
you
I'll
could
have my
remove
script
the
done.
background noise from the audio
I would
file,
love.
that would be great, because it's like if you just listen to it, the audio for both of us is fine. It's just that there is something else going on, I think, in either your mic or your living. It's like there's not a fight breaking out, but like there's a lot of sound going.
Oh yeah,
A
boys,
lot
that
of
reminds
moving of
me.
objects.
I'm
Okay,
going back to
I can
League of
explain.
Legends.
I can explain exactly what happened. So, what happened as you're recording is my dog decided he wanted to come and play. That's what when you hear the shaking.
Oh.
And I spent the entire time trying to hold him to get him to shut the fuck up.
They're releasing a Silver Kale version, like where you can pick it up as a normal person. And I always wanted Silver Kale, so oh boy, boys, back to leagues I go.
The game is acknowledging that your desires for gameplay are shit. Apparently, League of Legends is a no-go.
Nah.
So, I would learn how to remove background noise with Audacity, but that also requires the Zim assist me in that.
Never. You will re-record it and you will be satisfied.
I was gonna say we're probably
We
gonna
are
have to
not doing
re-record that
8
then.
minutes. We are not doing 8.5 minutes again.
Dude.
Do you
If you don't
understand? Do you understand that it's gonna take me at least an hour to get you to like open up Audacity?
so Kyle, if we
I
don't
am not
re-record that,
God.
if we don't re-record that, they're not gonna be able to hear what I'm saying. there's so much fucking shit in the background. And even if they do, it's such bad quality that I don't think
you
would
would be
want that in your
better
video.
off sending it to me, and I would just edit the audio myself, if I even had Audacity. But I haven't downloaded Audacity on my new computers in a while. I still can't open up Helldivers 2. Fucking assholes.
Let me guess. You don't have the audacity to use it.
No, I used it before. Like I used to use it as my software, but what ended up happening, motherfucker, did you take that fucking stim?
I'm so sorry. I'll put it back down when I get one.
I thought with Jeremy not here, I wasn't gonna get fucked, but I guess I was wrong.
I didn't see your health. I was looking at the other guys.
Oh my word. So
Hold up. Let me get a red stem, and then I'll get that guy.
just keep moving forward. There's no point to it now.
Let me go up by myself. I'm gonna see if I can.
Why? So you can take the next white stem too, just to complete the trifecta?
Because there's gonna be a boss soon. We haven't got one yet.
Right in front of me, you beat me by like a frame of the X-click. What the fuck?
I needed medical care.
Fuck your medical care. Wait, hang on. That's a lot of guys down. Fuck it, I should be able to handle that. I don't have any grenades though, so that's gonna suck. Man, can I just say? Oh, well, we don't have an assault anyways. Never mind. Or I was gonna say, can I just say, if we get fucking tactical, they can only be allowed to have the free grenade every fucking 60 seconds, please.
Headshot damage is kind of okay.
I know
I'd
which room it
rather
is in, and I closed all the doors, plus open the door to the outside, so I hope it leaves. Kyle, your video editing app might have native plugin to remove background noise, but couldn't Kyle remove noise through the video editing program? Yeah, actually, he could check. Actually, Kyle, you could see if DaVinci can do it. I'm sure DaVinci has the audio, so I mean, it should have the editing software.
Sure. And you can help me.
No! I think next time I have a new game drop.
Why is that such an adversely knee-jerk reaction for you?
It is reflex after that day helping you, because before fucking Mangler takes it. It's
I saw the health go up, and then it just didn't finish. And that was just. Hang on, wait. Let them get close.
Kyle's actually
yeah.
slightly
There we
better
go.
at using DaVinci than I am, because he's looked at tutorials. I haven't. I am gonna have to go to tutorials soon, because I actually do want to make a really weird video before the end of the year, and it's gonna require a lot of editing knowledge and a lot of terrible acting. Lots of it.
Just so everybody knows where I'm up to when it comes to scripting, like part 2 of the fucking rebuttal, I am currently up to 37 minutes and 29 seconds. And I'm pretty sure I've addressed like 300 things at this point.
Kill me. Kill me.
I don't know why you have such an adverse reaction to wanting to help a fellow man out.
I help you out all the time, more than plenty. That's for fucking sure.
Where shall I plant this flag?
I help you out too.
Source-
I teach you things.
You teach me the benefits of losing life.
It's like stuck in that wall.
Pretty sure DaVinci has native plugins to remove it. I'm sure it does. I have to re-record the fucking Gojo and Kaio audio, or I could just use the bad audio and move on. But I didn't drop.
There's another one.
Kill yourself.
Or just redo the script.
No, there's no reason to redo the fucking script. I've already edited the script. The only thing I'd have to add in is the fucking black hole scaling from Kenjaku, and then I'd be done. If I wanted to add that in, but even then, like, it doesn't really change the matchup.
Have you talked to Mangler about that?
No, this one is calculating when he gets sucked into the black hole. It's not like surviving the black hole itself. This is like what we can verifiably confirm would be like scalable to Kenjaku.
So
This is
if that's how we can do black holes, then I have to go back through my Get Back script and I have to redo the ending portion of an arc, because there is a character that literally spins like heavy discs so fast that he creates black holes the size of like a fucking room.
well, hang on. What are you trying to use that for? Like, cause like, what are you trying? Like, what are you trying to say with that one? Like, what are you trying to scale from that? Is what I should be asking.
Probably durability.
Well, I mean, if there's no special
Hey, mate,
power that lets him withstand the black hole, then yeah, you could scale him resisting the black hole,
Oh no,
presumably.
no, it's just a family technique that he has that he can do with the weapon, is that he can spin it so fast that it causes gravity to fall in on itself to create black holes.
Then yeah, I mean, he would have to if there's no protection for him, he would have to withstand the black hole in order to use that technique. So yeah, I mean, that should be scalable. Or I guess well, does he ever get sucked into it, or does it just not affect him at all?
No, it sucks in everything else but him, because he's
That might.
trying to use it. Because he's trying to use it to hurt. That's a martial arts technique too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That might be a case where because he's using the technique, it doesn't affect him. Does it affect people on his level?
Oh yeah.
Then I would just say it doesn't work on him because he's using the technique.
Well, it's not-
Otherwise, that doesn't
well,
make
it's not-
sense.
Well, it's not for him. He's the person who does it. It's the person he's fighting that I'm using it for.
Oh, then yeah, that should be fine. What the fuck? Oh. Is this the first time we've had a boss monster spawn at this section of the game?
A few times, but it's very rare.
How you know the ability doesn't harm him because he is how do you know the ability doesn't affect him because he is the user? If the ability is sucking in other characters that can fight him, but not him, you would assume that's because, for whatever reason, him using the technique makes him immune to it to some degree. Otherwise, the technique doesn't make sense.
Could have an exterminus or extremist enemy at this point. Oh wait, damn it!
Does that make sense? Oh, I'm about to die. Oh no, I blame Angler. Nope, stolen it. Let's go. Motherfucker! There's a fucking near throw. Can someone fucking get that fucker for me?
Oh, hang on, I'm out of ammo. Give me a sec.
Nah, I saw a video of someone saying, I don't know. Nah, I saw a video saying Fraud Kuna was way stronger than Gojo. So, if we're talking in terms of cursed energy, he is way stronger than Gojo, but because of how JJK works, that doesn't really matter.
More powerful than Gojo, but like that's kind of irrelevant.
Well, yeah,
that would only be in like his strongest form, not the one where he fought Gojo directly.
No, he was stronger than Gojo in that fight too. Because Sukuna. So the thing about JJK is your cursed energy does make you passively. It does make you stronger because you have more energy to call upon. But if you are good enough at using cursed energy on its own, it doesn't matter because your refinement would be on the level of their ability.
I got that impression because he was running from him the entire fight. The only time he did any meaningful damage was Maharaga or the World Slash. So if you're going to come to the conclusion that Sukuna, like, you want to see Sukuna's relative to him, that's fine. But like when he's in Megumi's body, he's definitely not stronger.
Hang on, Mangler. You're using your eyeballs, and you can't do that when scaling Sukuna. You have to just go off lore and hype.
Listen. If you want to say the big form, absolutely, that's fine. That's when he's like way stronger. But like the fucking Megumi one,
He confirms that he had made up the difference for all of his fingers, so that would be full power Sukuna. He just doesn't have his arms and his mouth.
Like, and everyone calls
Remember,
Megaby a bum, and I don't know if I agree with that, but like I can definitely see their logic when Sukuna's in his body, because Sukuna isn't doing anything either.
I always love when people provide the panel where it says weaker curses tend to group up on people, and then it shows Sukuna with the two other curses he summons to fight Gojo. After those huge
I forgot
Xbox
about that.
layoffs, Bethesda is rumored to be focusing on Fallout New Vegas remake that has the OG director of the game working on it.
I don't think it's a Fallout New Vegas remake. I'm pretty sure it's just a new Fallout game. Because they were already working on a remaster for 3 and New Vegas. There'd be no reason for them to do a remake of New Vegas. Like, they're gonna give both of those games the same treatment they gave Oblivion.
I'm gonna give a hot take. They should not make a New Vegas 2. I think the Fallout TV show kind of killed any reason to have a New Vegas 2.
In general, it wouldn't make sense to do a New Vegas 2 because no game really gets like a sequel in that manner. There's always like a new game and like a new area. I mean, you can call it like, I don't know, Fallout Orleans or Texas or whatever the fuck, but like call it, I don't know. Like even if it was like a sequel to Vegas, it'd be called New Vegas 2. It'd be called something else, and it would be in a different setting and a different. Mangler, name me a major dub that Meg had to his name. I believe he's beaten like a few characters. I have to go back and like read it because it's been a while.
Okay, Jeremy's here to join us now. Once Mangler's here, we can give him the code. Oblivion was quite bad of a remake. What? What do you mean, SI? Oh, so I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I'm glad he knows better than to try and correct me.
Wait. Just call him Viper. There's a second part of his name.
No. Look at the Miku. The answer is no.
If he called you Viper, would that be acceptable?
No.
I'm not asking you, you fiend.
And I'm answering.
So Zim, these two things are from the same people who can make the technique I was talking about. They're from the same family that you. No, I got the day off.
Oh, fuck! Motherfucker. Whatever.
Why?
Nothing. I remember this for later.
To enjoy anything that would be evil.
Okay, let me see this.
Oh, I don't want to leave the squad. I just want the code. Okay, there we go.
I feel like I'm gonna be such a pedantic bitch on this one. That being said, these are some cool panels.
It's a good series. You'd enjoy it.
I hate this. Why couldn't have been another snake? I don't think your cat bringing in a snake would have been like a particularly good idea.
Why are people scared of mice?
I feel like snakes as an alternative to mice is probably worse. Because mice will at least run away from you. Snakes will not.
All I can think of is when Mr. Garrison is trying to catch the mouse that was growing his dick on his back. Have you seen that episode?
He can call me Viper.
Yes.
See, you can call him Viper.
Okay, so fuck. I think I know what that means, but I want to make sure.
The remake has poor performance. UI 5 looks like it replaced the unique colors of Citadel. The remake did fix how leveling works, but it also did censor statues for whatever
Okay,
reason.
so then fucking he basically does. So he basically just creates fake black holes, but they do prevent light from escaping, and they crush everything they touch. I mean, if people can resist, that's is there a range on them for when they start sucking you in? Like it's just like damn. This would have been so much easier if you just said black holes. But when it says quasi black holes, that means like does it have all the properties or just some of them? I think you could be lenient though. If there's like if the range is
But
just
if
like
it helps you, he's able to use these later in the series. And when he clashes with Genji's lightning, they were going to collapse a time space with them.
okay, that should be fine. That should be fine if you want to scale into that. And if anyone gets caught in it, obviously you would scale them to surviving a black hole. It's under the couch, by the
Under
way.
the couch.
The mouse is under the couch? Damn. All right, man. Well, good luck trying to sleep tonight.
Michael, how's your reading of the Tau books? I thought I'd be done with the Farsight novel. I didn't
The
finish it.
remake has poor Farsight, the greatest of the town. The remake has poor performance. UE5 look that replaced the unique colors. Cyrodiil. I hate this. Why couldn't it have been our snake? The remake did fix how leveling works, but it also did censor some statues for some reason, or statuses. Kenjaku needs to be studied as a villain. That guy was willing to go above and beyond for the plan. Kenjaku did everything necessary for his evil plan. The back shots were just a bonus.
Let's be very clear here. Kenjaku was done very dirty by Gege because he didn't feel like writing more fights. He only truly wanted to write Gojo versus Sukuna, but then he realized he set up a bunch of other fights and he's just like, I don't fucking feel like it off screen, and then fucking off screen fucking Kenjaku.
How can I get rid of Kenjaku? Where's Yuda? Oh, I can throw him in there, but I need something to make him get close to Kenjaku. Hey, comedian, get over here.
The snakes she normally brings in aren't dangerous. You can actually hold them and be fine. Also, I think they're closer to worms than snakes. That's for why I hate
Distract
Mouse.
him with a comedy special.
Speed. The Tyranid Swarmlord is actually written correctly in the Tau book, unlike every other time. Swarmlord? Tyranid?
I get to see the Swarmlord? Oh boy.
You guys are about to see a massive glow up at the end of July.
God, you fucking
A
pieces of
massive blow
jerky
up at
don't
the end
deserve
of
that
July.
shit.
Dude, your entire fucking legion has been trying to glow up for like 10,000 years.
Yeah, because
You
I'm gonna
haven't
be honest,
succeeded.
I probably wouldn't even have Yuda in the top 5 of JJK. I think I'd still put Kenjaku above Yuda.
Who are the other 5 people? Or I guess the other 4 people.
If I'm including Modelo, it would be Sukuna, Gojo, Deborah, and Yuji.
Oh wait, yeah, with the Modelo, yeah, because that would have the alien.
And that would technically upscale Yuji too. So if we're
Well,
going
technically,
with just...
wouldn't you also get Maharaga?
But the problem that Zim won't tell you all the time is that while there is a top 5, the gap between number 2 and number 3 is vast.
I think before Modelo, I would have put Yuta in top 5, but like they made it very clear. I think Gege made it very clear that the what's his face, the Maharaga that got summoned against Deborah is like the strongest one that's existed.
Zim.
Oh, you.
Tell me what you found out from that.
So, according to an official author statement by Gege, all the Maharagas are the exact same in strength. The only difference between the one that fought Deborah and the ones that fought Gojo and like 10 finger Sukuna, I think it's 15 finger Sukuna, is just how long it lasted.
So how much
didn't Gege directly say that the one that fought Deborah
it was the strongest because it adapted that far. But in terms of like raw power, they're all equal in ability.
No,
Like,
obviously they're all because it's the same fucking person. Obviously
well,
they'd be
so
the same.
there was an argument people used for a while that Sukuna's Maharaga was stronger than Megumin's because Sukuna was a stronger person.
That doesn't make any sense because you're still
There was
summoning
like a
one.
scene where he summons one of Megumin's curses, and it's like massive in comparison. But yeah, no. So I mean, if you want to get technical, hang on. If a mouse moved as slow and was easy to catch those snakes, I just kick it. I'm so glad I have one of those glass doors laying outside right next to the couch. Well, did it leave? But yeah, no. So what was I gonna say? So technically, the Maharaga that fought Deborah was stronger, but that's because it had adapted to Deborah specifically, so like much harder than it did to Gojo and them.
I just got reminded of something.
Sure.
Essentially, what his cat did was basically the starting scene from the Garfield movie. Get him, Garfield. Get him, John.
Bruh. But yeah, no. So I also don't count Maharaga as its own character. I know that sounds weird to say, given that like he's in so many important fights. But if you count Maharaga, because the issue of Maharaga is Maharaga's super dependent on time frame. He would be an honorable mention in a top 10 list. I would never put him like in a spot.
It's also weird to count him as his own person because he's used as a summon. He's always brought in by someone else. So even putting the adaptability factor aside, like if I had to airstrike someone to my position to fight for me every time, and that's exclusively how they showed up in a series, would you count them as their own person?
I'm going to say no. I would just put the person who summons them where that guy's supposed to go if he consistently summons them every time. So Megumin would just go wherever Maharaga would go.
Understood. Zim doesn't see the armed forces as people. Confirmed.
Look,
I don't see a lot of people as people.
We caught him in 4K.
You want to get the fucking OLED resolution color on there too while you're at it? Maybe 8K.
No, I'm just kidding. You can't afford 4K. That'd be crazy.
I would like to afford my own apartment and live.
No, that's not an option.
Suffer. Preach.
I wouldn't even mind turning a fucking fucking storage container into an apartment if they would let me, but California's kind of a bitch about that.
You'll pay for rent and you will like it.
Those things get extremely hot, right?
Yeah, but then I would just have like I would just pay for like a portable AC, or if not, I just wouldn't fucking be in there for most of the day and just wait till nighttime.
Well, the problem is that you understand that it's a metal box, so not only do they get extremely hot, they get extremely cold.
I can deal with the cold. I'll have enough blankets.
I'm pretty sure you can put a layer of like fucking foam and insulation in there. That's actually one of the things that is done with a lot of shipping containers lost across the country. They get repurposed into housing units, and they have to be like regulated as housing.
I mean, you can insulate them, but like it's obviously still going to be a little harsher than like a normal house.
It's going to be a little harsher, yeah.
It's cheaper, so I'm okay with that. Wait a second. If Sabaton outside and the door is open, either A, the mouse leaves and Sabaton kills, or brings it back in.
Sounds like a very unreliable cat.
Is the character evading intelligence agencies for months a stealth feat?
I hate to tell you this. You don't have a cat, you have a cunt.
I feel like you've been waiting a very long time to say that this stream.
Yes. I would say no, and the reason I'm going to say no is because not all intelligence agencies are built the same.
That was off the cuff. Are you telling me that sounded way too prepared and way too good for it not to be like something on the back burner?
Oh god, he's gonna ride that high for like the next 2 weeks. Mangler, stop now.
Anyone want the smell too?
Nah, you can take it. I said bring more, not back inside. What if she brings it back inside though? What if the mouse leaves, she sees it leaving, and then she grabs it and tosses it back in?
What happened when I disconnected there? My controller decided to turn off.
nothing of value.
Sure.
So it's more of a skill feat. The problem with evading intelligence agencies is it depends on the intelligence agency. So you'd have to go based on what they demonstrate.
And their technology.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing there, and also if the intelligence agencies are actually putting their budget on coming after you, or if they're doing other things in the background and you just happen to end up on their back burner.
Because, like, a good example of this is, like, in fucking Breaking Bad, you have, like, Mike and shit evading the DEA. But then, like, allegedly based on what the DEA has in real life, like, that would never have, like, happened.
Well, it's also there's a certain point of that that investigation that would go nowhere, even if it was kept open, because there wouldn't be any leads on him, and they wouldn't have anything.
Well, isn't it also the fact that the DEA that they had on him was like a very small task force? It wasn't like one of the proper ones.
No, it wasn't one of the proper ones, and the problem is, aside from his connections, is that they had very little evidence other than just like reasonable suspicion to think he was connected to someone, but they didn't have any evidence or anything that could prove it. And without that, you're going to have a really hard time providing a position to your section chief that, hey, I need more resources to be transferred to my task force so that I can investigate this guy if he's airtight.
So the funny thing is that, like, if he didn't have such a personal relationship with Walter, he would have figured it out, because he had major suspicions that it was Walter, but he wanted to give him every benefit of the doubt that he was not Heisenberg, because he liked him.
I don't think he gets that impression until, like, was it number
3 or 4?
It's 4. It takes a while.
It's after Gustav basically dies that he really starts, like, zeroing in. Well, she brings it back.
He just starts becoming incredibly paranoid.
I hope in the hours I try to sleep is enough for it to either escape or she finally had enough time to kill it.
I thought he dies and then Gustav dies.
No, Gustav dies in season 4, I think, and then in season 5 is when he dies.
I ain't in the ammo box. It's mine.
Bird.
Okay, cool.
Man, if I was to go with regular JJK for a top 5 list, I mean, 1 and 2 is still Sukuna and Gojo. Objectively, I'd have to put Sukuna first because he has more... I don't want to put Sukuna first. I want to make that clear. I genuinely believe Gojo's the stronger of the two, but Sukuna won the fight, so fucking cheating motherfucker.
Something world slash.
Sukuna has enough answers to everything that, like, he should be number 1 if you give him everything.
Oh, yes. All those answers that include a perfectly adaptable creature that I just have in my back pocket. And, you know, the overhacks techniques that consist of cleave and dismantle.
Listen. Here's my position. Very simple and very easy. Kyle saved me. Kyle apparently means you to save him from a mouse.
I will fly over to Norway immediately. Also, Mangler, I don't know if you saw the trailer for the rest of Stillball Run, but they're doing Fat Funny Valentine.
What do you mean, Fat Funny Valentine?
You know the first one, the fat one.
So at the start of Steel Ball Run, when you meet Funny Valentine, the first one you meet is fat. It's only later on during the series that he becomes the skinny one.
Where he becomes the hunk.
I mean, that's just like how the manga did it. So, like, I thought you were referring to the other people in the room that he had that were the members of his family, like Funnier Valentine. All that, but like they don't really show up, but in one scene, and then they disappear for the rest of the manga.
What's his dad name? Slightly less funny Valentine?
No.
Unfunny Valentine.
No, you uncultured swine. No, you uncultured swine. It's humorous.
Man, that is rather funny. Because if I remember correctly, wasn't his whole story about being a POW that got basically like fucking tortured.
He was a Confederate soldier.
Funny Valentine would like to believe that his story was that cool, but unfortunately he was not.
I guess I'm mixing up my fucking stories then. I'll have to. Hooray.
Because how else would he be able to convince the nation of America that he would be the first one to take the napkin?
Like picking up the napkin first.
Oh, okay, you didn't get the reference, well that's okay.
No. I know what you're referencing because there's the scene where he talks about picking up the napkin and everything and how it decides everything. How like, well, what's his whole speech basically? That everything is just a social etiquette and everyone does what the first person does. So if you pick up the napkin first with your
It's an analogy for the dinner. It's an analogy for society using a dinner table, and that the first person to choose what sits to your left or right is based on etiquette, and in large part chance, but also like personal decision making. So he's basically claiming that like the first person to the reason we have taxes, and the reason we have regulations, the reason we have like railroads, oil, all that is because someone arbitrarily decided somewhere that something is worth some value. So I will be the first person to take that napkin.
I like to believe that fucking Akira Toriyama just had a really bad dinner experience. Not Akira Toriyama. Fucking what's the name of the guy who makes Akira?
No, it's a Rocky. Not
Rocky.
Akira.
Thank you. It's like I keep thinking Akira, but I'm like, no, that's a fucking manga.
That is the Dragon Ball creator.
Okay, I'll go back to what I was saying. I like to believe Rocky just had a really bad dinner experience that day, and that it inspired that whole speech.
He was like, how can I communicate some of the things I believe for this villain? Actually, I had this one fucked up experience at dinner. Yeah, let me just work with that.
So basically what happened was, and obviously I'm joking here, but basically here's how the story goes. Fucking, he goes to a fancy restaurant with a couple of friends he's never been to before, and he keeps putting things on the wrong spot. And then when he asks why it's wrong, it's like, oh, well, I don't know, that's just how it's always been done. That inspired the speech.
Someone at that table, so it wasn't, it was one group of friends, like one good friend, and then like one okayish friend, and then like two other people he never really knew. And that those two people he didn't know said something that really rubbed him the wrong way. And he just didn't know how to talk to them, and he had to be stuck there with them for the entire evening. He was like, all right, fuck this. I'm making an entire chapter out of this.
They say life imitates art, or art imitates life.
Honestly, that would be so funny if that were true.
It's so funny because we're getting 13 episodes, and it's like coming September. It's just like, you know what else could have came in September? Episode fucking 1.
So wait, is the Slim Funny Valentine is one of the alternate universes?
No, it's the same Valentine. They just, for some reason, made him look heavier at the beginning, and then he shows up later and he's physically fit. I don't know why.
The impression he just swaps a body at some point.
No.
Oh, who's ready?
He doesn't really swap bodies.
Who's ready for the bumfuck clusterfuck of a chapter, which is Johnny getting shot?
That's not going to be so bad. It's only annoying because you have to read it. It's actually, if you actually know how the ability works, it's not that complicated. Because it's just him going. Once you understand you're following the perspective of Funny Valentine, it's not that difficult to understand once you understand he's going to different universes.
It's not going to be that bad, depending on, like,
Kyle's going
where they're
to
deciding to
swoop
animate
down from the heavens, riding the hunter from Prototype. Oh, let me talk about Prototype for a minute. I fucking hate this guy so fucking much. Do you know how many times I've been added as a Prototype scaler? And I don't even scale Prototype. It's just because of him.
Yeah, it's you know the funny thing is that I keep getting recommended posts from people that aren't, even though I'm a Prototype scaler, that don't include me as an ad. But then I go and see them and they include Zim, And I'm like, why is he getting added in there? That's crazy.
That's so funny.
Fucking, and the worst part is it happened last week, I think. I got added by somebody, and they added Kyle, but they fucked up Kyle's hyperlink, so he didn't get the notification, but I fucking did.
You say that's a fuck up. How do you know it wasn't just intentional?
There's no way they would have added me and then not added Kyle, because they would have known they would have known I would have just told Kyle. I'm literally here by guilt of association.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
imagine.
fun.
Wait. What were they trying to message you specifically?
They were messaging me. They made a post talking about how Alex Mercer is overrated and overhyped, and he has like 3 Google Docs with evidence disproving everything, and then he has 2 AI generated pictures of, I think it was Omni Man and Metro Man being the shit out of Alex Mercer. And look.
It was definitely intentional then, because he doesn't care if you're gonna tell Balrog. He'd rather have that than Balrog coming to him directly.
Oh no! So what I ended up doing.
AI.
So what I ended up doing when Zim told me, Zim sent me the link for it. I just ended up sending him like an album link. Cause I'm just like, this is my evidence, and I just sent him an album link. Fuck him. If they want to talk to me, they can come to me.
What did you say, Jason?
You know what that remind me of? The AI thing. It reminds me of that one meme where Plankton draws himself as a Chad and Mr. Krabs as the Virgin.
To be fair, Plankton owns a business that is constantly failing, so clearly he knows business better than Mr. Krabs does.
Well, the sad thing is that you find out in the backstory, it should be Plankton who's in the good position, and it's just that Mr. Krabs stole his fucking recipe and added 1 ingredient.
Covered in the original seasons, because I never found out the reason why he wanted to ruin Krabs.
So they were business partners at one point, but what ended up happening is they got into a fight over how to make the formula, and when they split the formula in half, but during their fight, all of the chemicals fall into the batter. And yeah, I say chemicals and ingredients because I think there were like actual like chemicals, and it ends up
Took their business
making
very seriously.
the fucking Krusty Krab formula. So
It's the entire reason. It's the entire reason why Plankton spends the entire time trying to steal a burger to try and get the formula so he can analyze it, which all he has to do is buy it as a customer.
No. He needs to prove a point.
Actually, no. Doesn't he try and do that a few times? So Mr. Krabs literally stops him.
yes, yeah, he keeps trying to, but he doesn't
tries
let him.
literally every single thing that you could try to steal that formula.
I thought this power scaling culture died. It's a bunch of new guys trying to fucking just like do a fight, you know, if that makes sense. It's just guys trying to like try and have an impact because people still think they can try and be Seth in this culture. To be fair, power scaling basically kind of, I think, died out of its hype, which is probably for the best. We had a lot of tourists here.
No, it's just a bunch of grifters who think that they can win by basically dogpiling and memeing. Because I know what this group is going to be. I can come with all the evidence possible, and they're just not going to accept it and stonewall. It's just like, well, I'm just not going to waste my time if you're going to stop me from educating you.
Facts.
I think that might be the Carnifex, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's red.
It looks pretty big. I'm going to need you to move away from the control panel, Mangler. It's a little rude, taking up all that space.
Don't mind me just shooting them from over here. As a good heavy should.
There's a guy in Common Rider Saber who I love because the way he acts while using music power is great because he's just like my Sword Echoes on a whole different level. Let's see. Oh. Hang on, gotta realign it again.
Oh hey, they moved the item.
Oh, I forgot we were doing a challenge mission.
Yeah, I kind of don't notice because
The enemy faction does not usually spawn instead. Okay, that makes sense. Nearby explosions restore armor. Enhanced enemy spawn periodically must be killed. Focus on them. Enemy health is continuously increased with mission duration up to a limit. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
I feel like that would have been absurd on Absolute.
Zim, when is P3? I did buy P3 Remake, so I do have P3. But honestly, I might play that off stream and just start clipping clips together. I would like to do at least one attempt at a bridge before my YouTube series or channel ends. So I do want to try that P3 idea I had a while back.
So, when we start the Tales on Sunday, what I was thinking of doing, once we're introduced to the roster of characters, I think we should get like Newen to do like a fun little thumbnail of us when we start doing the Tales ones, because they go for like almost a year all the time.
Honestly, the next time Newen's free for commissions, might be a good idea to go back and I should really start fucking putting playlists of the fucking streams. I think next week I'll start doing that project where I'll just start putting playlists of all the series we've gone through, and then I'll have Newhan do a special thumbnail for how the crews ended up looking.
Are you going to go back and remember what we did for all of them, and then just have them act like that in the thumbnail, like the war criminal?
Thankfully, we're pretty consistent with them, so I'll just watch like a few mid series streams, and that should give me the information. Do it again. Do it again. Okay.
And again.
Don't do it again.
I'm
Do not do it
watching
again.
it. You know, I might actually consider it now that you.
You limb? Damn. Did you just say you might consider it, you fucking commie?
I might consider it.
Oh, so did Simon end up getting back to you about what he was on about when it comes to the new Doom Codex?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'll send it to you in a bit. Hang on, we gotta try and get this battle barge set up.
Or you could just tell me what he was so.
No, because Mangler doesn't like spoilers.
I don't particularly care for spoilers, but I'm gonna go play it anyway. So it's like.
Yeah, does he even?
Basically,
I
there's a
don't care,
character.
but I'm just gonna end up playing the same thing, so I'm probably gonna come away with a different take.
Basically, there's a character with statements in Doom's DLC that if he had achieved his full power and awakened, he could destroy universes, plural. Now the question's going to become, does Doom Guy fight him when he's fully awakened or not? And I don't have that context.
Well, if the Codex is saying if he reaches his full power, then clearly fucking not.
Well, no. I'll send you the codex so you can decide for yourself. I'm paraphrasing.
Well, the problem that we get into here as well is he'll look at that and he'll be like, multiversal. It's like, is it? Even though it says universes, how is he doing it? One at a time, over time?
It sounds like it'd be one at a time. Like, I'm saying universes because it does mention plural, but the way the codex reads, it sounds like he does it one at a time. He shows up, kills it, then moves on to the next one.
Kind of like a, Oh, I'm gonna fuck up the villain's name again. I keep confusing him from the one from... I keep confusing him from the one from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I see. Wait, did Zim call Mangler a commie? Yes.
The enemies so I can shoot them.
Yeah, I gotta grab ammo. I'm out of bullets.
I am full of bullets.
Okay, so
Viper, if you're still there. Well, I was gonna say, Viper, if you're still there, I can say that of the stuff I've read in the Farside novels, I have been enjoying myself.
Yes, it'd make the character at least universal, and then it would backscale. It should scale to Doomslayer at that point, but it would also scale to. Well, actually, no, because this wouldn't scale to like. It's his position is weird in the cosmology. I think it would scale to Davok, but that's because everything basically scales to Davoth because he's, you know, God.
It's scaled to Davoth if you believed it's scaled to the Slayer, because the Slayer is just using Davoth's power.
Right, because that's what the God
So
God
many
process thing was,
enemies.
right? Also, you finally get the origin story for Doom Guy's armor, which was kind of nice.
So have they just wrapped up the Doom story now?
No, because the DLC ends on a cliffhanger. Because of course it does.
Ah, so it's going to be an Ancient Gods, I see.
Well, it would have been had certain layoffs not occurred.
What happened?
Microsoft did massive layoffs for a lot of their studios and shut down a lot of them. And id Software
Why?
lost like 1,000 people. Because they weren't making money. Even though the reason they weren't making money was because Microsoft was shooting themselves in the foot. Actually, no, I'm actually going to give a hot take here. And people are going to give me shit for this. Not every studio that got canned deserved to be sticking around. Like, I looked at some of the studios, and there's literally a studio that had Microsoft's resources backing them for like 6 years that made no games whatsoever. Like, in 6 years, not a single game came out from them. And so some of these fuckers didn't deserve to be on the payroll. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Not all of them, but some of these fuckers didn't deserve.
Most of it had to do with just general layoffs of the workers, not so much studios closing.
Yeah, there were I know there were at least 4 studios closing because they closed the studio, or they were trying to, that made Senna's Blade.
Blade. No, that was Ninja Theory.
Well, yeah, but so they were trying to shut them down, but I think Ninja Theory is trying to be bought by someone else. We're firing 70% of your studio, apparently.
I'm taking this health back. Medical care good.
Well, that's because we paid for it with our blood, sweat, and tears.
Speak for yourself. I get to live.
Did the beeping come from the game? Pretty sure it did. Here,
Not like the Chaos Gods. It might be a Chaos God situation, because the last time someone told me there was a Unifeat in Doom, it was in the Doom Dark Ancient Gods DLC, and before that it was in the base game, and both times it was contextually wrong. So I'm interested to see what this game has.
Wait,
But I also have to play the base game for Dark Ages.
What the fuck is going on in Berserk?
Well, because if I remember correctly, so Zim, correct me if I'm wrong, but until Cyber talked to me, and I think he talked to Mangler, he was very... I think he was under the assumption that Davos would have been universal, but then we talked about the machinery, and then he changed his tune really quickly.
To be as fair as... Oh, hang on. I thought it would just... ignore this. I'm gonna...
That one, he was always kind of skeptical. He just wanted someone to convince him, because he knew about the engines when I mentioned them. I don't think he completely believed that one.
Okay, hang on, Kyle. I'm sending you the codex entries.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep later, Pimp Demon. Just don't. I mean, I guess feel free to freak out about the mouse, but maybe try sticking your cat on it again, or I don't know, get a broom and try to sweep it up, and put it outside. That's the best advice I can offer.
Good luck, Pimp Demon.
Or get a mouse trap. Mouse traps are a great alternative to cats. Mice cannot help themselves.
My cat is an indoor cat.
So, Zim, have you fully leveled?
No, I'm like 500 away.
My goodness. Have I fully leveled every single weapon in the game? Hold up.
Got more kills.
No, that's funny. Apparently, AI is biased towards black applicants.
I would have thunk.
Maybe swapping over everything to AI wasn't necessary.
Oh, I didn't finish this one.
So I'm going to say no to Universal, and do you want me to tell you why?
Sure.
So
Make
what you could
purple.
argue for from his awakening is multi-galaxy, not Universal, but it describes that he is consuming, which means it would be over time, which means he could destroy a universe by consuming it over time.
Need more weapons here.
That's fair. Regarding whether or not he's fully awakened when you fight him, because you do fight him, I would need the full, like, that's a gameplay thing at that
Well,
point.
Well, even if he is fully awakened, I would still say that would be multi-galaxy at best, but over time, say, for Universal.
Yeah, it seems I have one other. Oh, what's this? Oh, Iron Hands on the Cyrax. I have one weapon that is not fully upgraded and is the Plasma Incinerator. It's at Relic, but I need to fill up the Relic bar.
Oh, that's fucking. Oh, this fucking Starville chapter's been fucking great. Kyle, who wins, CJ or Tommy Vercetti? Kyle, it's not an answer.
He just sounds tired.
No, but I'm trying to think, because, like, neither are more skilled than each other, but CJ does have, I would argue, more dangerous missions. Maybe CJ?
I would probably disagree with you on that one. I think Tommy probably takes it.
If we give CJ his cheat codes, then CJ does.
No.
Motherfucker!
No,
Who the fuck opens up a line like that? Yeah, if we give the character their fucking cheek, what the fuck does that mean?
No, you don't give them cheat codes, because then you'd have to give Tommy cheat codes too. And he has, like, pretty much identical cheat codes.
Alright, I need a little
So I'm
more to
interested-
fully max him out.
But I'm interested in your analysis. What did we go through in Vice City that's more dangerous than San Andreas?
Well, I would just keep it a straight block. The people Tommy's fighting, like those groups, are more dangerous than what CJ fought. The mob he
They're
was
just other
fighting.
gangsters.
What?
They're just other gangsters.
Yeah, with M16s and shit. I remember you played through it. You were dealing with like drug lords and shit in Vice City. You weren't dealing with the random fucking gangbangers down the street. I distinctly remember helicopters
yes.
and shit being. You're dealing with a higher
Yes.
fucking tax bracket of criminal.
Yes, but CJ does fight the army.
He escapes the army, and I'm gonna keep it a buck.
When you take the jetpack, you have to kill them on the way up, and you have to kill a few of them on the way out.
That's crazy because I don't
And
recall
he
you
has to
doing that.
sneak- Well, he also has to sneak onto a military
During that
airship.
time period, Tommy would be dealing with hired mercenaries and ex-military people. Yeah, because Tommy's in the 70s, so most of those criminals would be, especially the ones hired by fucking drug dealers, would be ex-veterans 9 times out of 10.
Well, it would
No,
also be the 80s.
Tommy's literally just swinging in a higher weight class.
Let's try tactical.
Did you just say tactical?
Tactical.
The other issue is that if you really want to get technical with CJ's missions, he has one military mission and that's it, right?
Yeah.
There's not multiple.
No, he has a handful of them because whenever we do stuff for the CIA agent, we're always
No.
going up against the army.
No. The CIA agent is fighting allegedly other CIA agents, allegedly. Because most of those missions were, hey, this guy's doing something I don't like. He's in my group, but I'm going to take him out anyways. A very ruthless fucking CIA in GTA when you think about it. They were not very understanding.
The CIA typically isn't very understanding to anyone. That's why they're the CIA.
Mangler, get over here. I'm an Ultramarine now.
Hold up. I'm trying to find my colors.
CJ does have more stealth missions, though. Yeah, but like, unless your argument is that CJ's gonna stealth, and to be clear, the stealth missions are little. While CJ has more stealth missions, he does get caught often by surprise.
I guess that's fair. I guess then if we're going by protagonists, then I guess it would be Five's online protagonist that would be the strongest, wouldn't it?
I don't consider online protagonists a valid choice, but even if you go that route, technically the protagonists of GTA 5 aren't impressed with him.
Is that a?
No. They never meet him, and the only thing that you know about him in Five's story.
No. You're objectively wrong. The protagonists of GTA 5 have their own campaigns and online where they meet the protagonists of the online mode.
Yes, but the one with Trevor is before the start of the game, and the ones with Franklin are after the game ends.
Yeah, but that would still mean that Franklin, Trevor, and Michael, because Michael's in the last DLC, all met the protagonist. Yes, Michael's in the last one, because it confirms that he lived. Michael saves, helps, and meets the online character. Yeah, no, I'm like...
So is he gray now?
Yeah, his hair. I think his hair is grayer. Yeah, because I think the DLC takes place like 7 years after the main game. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is because I think they make that comparison when you do Franklin's one because he's with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, because Franklin ends up owning his own record company, or I guess I don't know if he owns the record company or if he's
Yes.
And then he has his good friend Lamar owning a weed factory, basically.
Where he helps him out all the time too, which is like good for you, Lamar.
Do I spot a dark kraken?
Paint job and modifying it to be something completely different.
Yeah, he is great and is on par with the online character. So the problem is that you can't scale GTA protagonist 1-to-1 because the loss in the damned protagonist ruined that argument.
Well, the thing as well is, as weird as this is to say, Five's protagonist story is not over because you can technically move them over to 6 if you do the final mission.
Is that confirmed? Like, is that like what the final online mission does?
Yes, because the final online mission has them driving to Vice City.
Is that where fucking 6 takes place? Are we back in Vice City?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Both have Michael and online character have bullet time moments where both shoot at everyone aiming at them. Wow, comparing Trevor to character assassinated Johnny, lol. Well, the problem is that like
did people even really like Johnny? Like I never played the DLCs for 4. So as far as I'm aware,
it was one of the biggest controversies in the game was the idea that Johnny got fucking murked like that.
Well, because like I had no connection to Johnny, because as far as I'm aware, Lost in the DM had mixed reviews, and it was the Ballad of Gay Tony that people loved.
Yeah, and then Gay Tony came back in 5's online mode.
Oh,
Do we allow the boss to use giant dragon armor avatar from Saints Row 3 or not in a versus battle? Depends on if you give him all his gear or not.
Welcome to the family, Mangler.
Well, actually,
Not a salamander, you fuck.
the
But you are a Dark
so,
Kraken. Dark Kraken.
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not.
so the boss is weird because how do you feel about giving him the weaponry from 4, or is it like because he's in kind of like the Matrix, it's not really applicable?
If you want to argue the weapons aren't applicable, that's fine, but all the powers are applicable. So, like, if you want to make the argument he doesn't get the dubstep gun, that's fine, but he does gain all the powers.
Do you think I could use Saints Row 4 to argue for scaling for Roddy Piper and put that back into WWE?
You fucking degenerate? No. I know Nico is
Why
greater
not?
than Johnny do the statements. At least old Michael and online Pro Tag have same reaction times. So what you would
from what I know of Nico, from everything that people have heard about him or who've met him, seem to consider him the most dangerous.
I don't know if I'd call him the most dangerous. Well, I haven't seen what Nico does, so like I'll reserve judgment on saying it. I don't know if he'd be the most dangerous though, because
Nico goes bowling.
well, the reason I say this is because like even if Nico does have history that like puts him at a better starting point than the other GTA Pro Tags, I'm fairly confident his rap sheet doesn't compare to the GTA Online protagonist. And at that point, you put the 5 protagonists above him.
Well, he's formerly from the army.
But,
He's from the Serbian army.
Speaking of which, actually, I'm gonna look up what the fuck is Tommy's backstory. Actually, now that I think about it,
He's just a gangster. He's just a mafioso.
My customization. I'm ready to go.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You know, you could take another fucking 30 fucking minutes if you want.
Nope, we're good. Now the question is, what do we do?
Oh, I need more XP still.
Okay, so I'll try an easy one then.
I need about like 500 more. We could do a lower tier mission if you want to get through it quickly, but
I'll just do a normal one that has
Also,
like 10 accolades.
I don't know if this is going to cause some controversy, but 4 has the best starting theme.
never heard it, so I'll have to wait and see.
Really?
How dare you? Oh, are we talking about GTA or
GTA?
Okay.
I'm just going to
haven't
save
heard
my
it,
leads for the upcoming patch.
Okay.
What were you saying, Kyle?
it's good and it's catchy. How do I explain it? It sounds dark and gritty.
Oh wait, now I've seen the chat and what the chats are saying. I would allow the boss to use the dragon armor if he's in a datascape. If you're using a Saints Row 3 version. If not, then no, because that's exclusive to the datascape. And that's only because Kinsey gives it to him. It's never something he keeps in his inventory, unlike all of his cars and his weapons and all of his other powers. Saints Row is such a goofy fucking franchise. I had so much fun going through that franchise.
He uses all of his powers, and then he summons just Keith David.
I mean, summoning Keith David has got to be worth some kind of value.
I like how
Black Hole Gun is equal to real Black Hole feet. I'd have to go back and check the Black Hole Gun Dark Lord. I don't know if you're referring to GTA or I don't know which one you're referring to on that one.
I think he's probably referring to Saints Row.
I like how it's just like Keith David is just part of the cabinet.
They didn't even get Keith David to voice him. It was just like, no, the character is just Keith David, voiced by Keith David.
Is
Played by
either
Keith David.
Cloud or Nico that are the most dangerous? Why Claude? What does he have going for him?
Now we'll find out when we go through 3.
Nico probably fought ex-military people during his gunfight against the Mafia. Yeah. I mean, if you want to say like Nico is like stronger or like would be like more likely to be like Tommy, for example, then yeah, I'd say fine. He has a military background, he has training, he probably fought similar types of people because I think the whole story of 4 revolves around like ex-military, anyways.
But it's a giant revenge story.
Well, that's why I'm saying like that just screams like Equalizer.
Ooh, those are good movies.
Your first apparently good movies.
Have you not seen The Equalizers?
I have not. I've seen clips about them, but so I think I've told you before. I don't watch that many movies. Like I have to be really interested in something to go out and watch the movie.
Mangler, have you seen The Equalizers?
That one surprises me. I thought he would have seen The Equalizer. But yeah, so going back to the GTA protagonist issue. Yeah, unfortunately, Johnny's bitch ass ruined the argument of them all just scaling comparably to each other, or not scaling comparably, because the way Johnny dies is.
Well, he's kind of off guarded by Trevor.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's kind of sneaked, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know why he was so scared of fucking Trevor. Like, yeah, Trevor's dangerous, but like, you're no fucking like. You're no porcelain doll. What are you scared of? Mangler, what the fuck are you?
Well, I'm going to make an argument that I don't think people have ever made for Johnny, which is like, by the time he gets to where he is in 5, he's already like super drug fucked.
Yeah.
What is taking you so long? Get over here.
Ghosts are scary. Ghosts are scared of Johnny Gat and Gat out of hell, right? Everyone's kind of scared of Johnny Gat and Gat out of hell, except for the devil, and then the devil gets beat by Johnny Gat and Gat out of hell.
And then the daughter of the devil, and then the daughter of the devil wants to get on it super bad.
Honestly, it's kind of funny in hindsight because had she married the boss, she probably would have been happy with the boss.
I had a really big flag.
But see, then Johnny
really
wouldn't be able. Then Johnny wouldn't be able to understand the truths of the universe.
Yeah, but what's super funny is the franchise just literally admitted by doing Get Out of Hell that Johnny Gat is the main protagonist. You are just playing as the favorite sidekick.
No.
I still considered the
disagree with that
boss to
one.
be the sidekick, or not the sidekick, the main protagonist for the longest time. He has arguably the most screen time. Johnny's just a fan favorite.
Johnny would be the secondary character that everyone likes. And to be fair, like, I mean, what's not to like about Johnny Gat?
Like, if the boss were to die, I think everyone would be happy with him taking over as the main character. But like, Johnny's not the main character.
They calling for it, Tuzia?
The biggest mistake they ever did was killing him off in 3.
Kill him off, quote unquote. And being like, actually, we didn't kill him off. We teleported him away. Sort of.
You guys have a nice time? I don't know when you guys left because I didn't even hear you. I was sleeping the whole time. Well, anything is canon. They're all canon. The whole idea was supposed to be that after Saints Row got out of hell, the idea was supposed to be that every choice would have its own game. What was the game they made afterwards? Agents of Mayhem?
Yes, that's
Mayhem
the one where it
is-
becomes an agent.
Yes,
Agents of Mayhem is the sequel to like the what I would consider the true ending, Get a Hell. It's the one where you basically restore the universe, and it's like the only one that actually leads into like a proper sequel, not the one where you go find like another planet.
Yeah, I
You
was
know what
gonna.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, because yeah, Agents of Mayhem is supposed to be a sequel in the sense that if Gat chooses to turn the Saints into police officers, basically.
It's the third ending specifically. So instead of choosing knowledge, you basically bring back humanity and repopulate like the Earth, essentially. So it's if you were to undo the events of what happened in 4 by saving the human race from what Zinyak did to them.
Yes.
And then Agents of Mayhem just happens later in that timeline when technology has advanced.
Because the choices are go to heaven and be with Aisha, infinite knowledge.
Which is one I think I chose.
Infinite knowledge, I think, is the 4th one, and then the second one is you basically just take what you have, and then you I think God gives you knowledge of an existing planet, and you can take the saints and the remainders of what you have for humanity and go repopulate the basically go repopulate that planet with the human race and the rest of your new empire. And then the third ending is the one I mentioned earlier that leads into Agents of Mayhem.
I know there were 5 endings, so I'm trying to remember what
There's 4.
Was there 4?
It's 4 endings. There's 4 endings, yes.
Oh, I thought it was 5. What ending was the reboot take place in? No ending. The reboot was just a genuine reboot that was bad because they did it.
It'd be an alternate timeline.
It was a genuine mistake.
So bad it killed the franchise.
The Saints Row reboot had the makings of a solid like Saints Row game, even with the characters being kind of mid. But they just fumbled so hard on it.
I am dying.
Have you tried not doing that?
Somebody heal themselves so that he can be healed.
Well, because everything about the reboot sucked. There was nothing good about it.
It kind of goes back to that idea that like the people who made the good games back then are not the same people making games today. So they wouldn't know what the spark was that made the original Saints Row game stand out from GTA. Which sucks because they had decent designs and stuff. Like the other games had good designs. Like the Daft Punk communist group actually looked like they could have been a really solid Saints Row game.
The problem is that it just felt like it was a how I put it. It felt like hipsters and the new gen got their hands on Saints Row and tried to make it their way.
Yeah, no, 100%. But like they could have leaned into that, but they didn't. That's kind of the issue. Is like they could have like criticized that sort of culture a little bit, and it would have worked out fine. But they just kind of like, I guess they played.
They weren't parody.
Well, I understand it wasn't a parody. That's why I'm saying, like, if it was a parody, it would have been
fucking.
No, that's what I mean. Is that like, instead of leaning into it as a joke, they became the parody.
Yes.
They became the thing that they should have been like doing satire for. Like they missed the entire point of like why 3 and 4 works.
Have you tried the new plasma pistol? Because it's slow as fuck when it comes to charge shots.
Good, you mean the heavy plas pistol, the red one? Yeah, it fucking sucks. Good. Don't say anything.
No, I'm just testing it out right now. It's
not you. I'm talking about the only plasma defender I know.
Boy.
Plasma does suck, and I am using the class that amps plasma to make it better. And it still sucks.
Damn.
We're on normal, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting fucking jumped right now, though. What the fuck? Did Johnny get keep his powers after picking the ending and get out of hell? Does Johnny gain any unique powers that the Saints Row protagonist doesn't get with his power armor? Like I've never played Get Out of Hell.
I believe Get Out of Hell does give him a few different abilities, yes.
Y'all ain't
But he
using,
also he mainly has like flight. That's like one of the biggest things.
y'all
So-
ain't using it properly.
No, it's not using a property. It's a statistic problem. It doesn't have the damage. You're using the heavy incinerator. You literally have a higher base damage. If I were to put a plasma pistol in your hands, your damage would fall shit out of luck. Kind of sad because the plasma pistol wasn't this much of a bitch in the first Space Marine game. It was much better. It also had infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo, you say?
Yep. Every plasma weapon did in the campaign.
What's the drawback, though?
The drawback is that the weapon would overheat if you fired it too much.
And it causes you self-damage?
No, that's just the drawback, is the overheat thing. Like, you have to measure how you fire it, and it's obviously accuracy needs to be maintained more consistently because it's not rapid fire. It's per shot damage. So
Now
it did
that I
less
remember,
damage
Saints
in
Row general has
DPS
pretty
wise
heavy
than
fight
bolt weapons.
scenes. It does. So I'm not sure if you keep another one with the yeah, stuff. But here we were talking about it, and we are talking about a lawyer. He's not going to do anything, whatever. So he went to court, and he didn't even get a lawyer then. And he literally, so what ended up happening, I don't know if you've seen it in a little spoiler here, but basically, they ended up telling him, we're not going to tell you why you're being sued. We're not going to show you the redacted cap because you're a content creator representing yourself. Therefore, we don't feel like we're inclined to do that. 100% agree with Charlie, and all the comments are like, why the fuck didn't he get a lawyer? Like, he would have gotten the money saved up from everybody supporting him. That's so fucking stupid. At that point, he's just a fucking idiot. Like, genuinely. I don't want a lawyer because I can do it, but I don't know. Maybe this will kick him in the rear to get a lawyer. Oh shit, to help, Root. So the Saints versus all GTA protagonists? I mean, I would give that to the Saints, low key.
Saints Row, and it's not even close. Damn, look at that damage. Y'all are sleeping on the plasma pistol.
Dude,
I took out half his health before you got involved. He's on normal difficulty too. What are you smoking? This thing is like has half the health of like the ones on lethal.
Boss fighting Marrow is good, showing the physically weaker characters being stronger ones. No, like again, like the GTA protagonists are just on a. They're just. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're flat out superhuman, but they are effectively superhuman. I would actually say if you go bar for bar, Saints Row versus GTA, only like the GTA 5 protagonist has like an arsenal that might give him a chance against Saints Row, low-key.
Start adding meme weapons in the 5th game.
Because, like, I mean, like, when people are like, oh, you know, like, fucking Trevor can kill all these guys super easily. All right, let me give you Johnny Gat fighting the entire police force. They have him cornered. They're shooting past him. They know where he is. He's going to die. And when the boss asks him, hey, do you need help? He's like, nah, I got enough ammo. I'm going to be here for a while killing them. I'll talk to you later. Like, it's
the fact that he was fully prepared to take on the Kings himself.
Well, I mean, fucking Johnny Gat's fucking capable. I mean, especially if you take the statements by Zinniac and the Zin Empire, then the scaling gets even nastier for the Saints. How do we even scale Hatsune Miku? You scale her to Miku level. It's that simple, bro.
I heard that Miku can sing so well that the entire planet healed. The entire Earth healed.
Get those inferior Miku scaling down my side. Johnny Gat fighting the Japanese guy on Katana Fight is good. So
Oh,
what
the
does the
Yakuza?
alien say about the Saints? He didn't say anything about the Saints.
Oh, hang on.
Zin-
Does he fight the Yakuza or does he fight the Triad?
Uh,
Zinyak,
he fights Japanese gang. Although based on statements given, you could make the argument that they're like insanely skilled.
Zinyak says that he basically captured Johnny Gat because it would be a problem when conquering Earth to have to deal with him.
Basically,
So he gets him
Zinyak
out of
was
the way
convinced
immediately.
that Johnny Gat by himself could have prevented his invasion, which is kind of a little silly. I mean, because like, I know Johnny Gat's good, but like, the boss ain't that
To
far
be
off.
fair, to be fair, the boss also has some dumb statements. Like Satan literally abducts him and brings him to hell because he believes he's qualified enough to train his armies in order to make them skilled enough to invade heaven with the boss leading them, so that he can conquer the cosmos.
Yeah,
So both of them have really
Zim, I got the matchup.
stupid skill statements.
From that alone, I've got the matchup for the boss.
Is it boss versus Spawn?
No, it's the boss versus the Demi-Fiend.
Bruh. Are you gonna eat those hamburgers you got or no?
No, I'm
Well,
good.
no, there's still 4 left. Like I only had 4. I don't know why you're gonna make them all that day. I mean, I understand. I'm just trying to get one, but we assumed you're just gonna make them and come pick them up cook. No, they're right there in the freezer. That's why I was asking, so I know what to do with it. If you want to go ahead and eat them. I'll say because your cats ended up having issues that day, I guess. The cats did. I did. Well, like, that's why we ended up going and watching the backrooms. Dude, so I didn't watch the 15 minutes. I don't know. Oh, you did? No, I sent it to you at night because I was sleepy, and I just forgot to watch it. I was sleepy.
Yeah, boys. I'm going
check it out
shopping.
later.
I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Man, I think I agree with this dumbass theory that the real fucking Carl, or whatever the fucking name is the pirate version. But it's like, how the fuck did we get there then? How the fuck did he become an entity? And then how the fuck is that still life so intelligent? Like, it's just so fucking stupid. It's stupid because it's trying to be an Eldritch horror now without being an Eldritch horror. And it's just stupid. I'll probably call the stream here after this since my family came back and we're going to be probably discussing some things. Gee, I wonder what we're going to be discussing. Well, it's also because I hear you listening to stuff in the background. Yeah, it's gonna be a little shorter than usual, but they had to go get their engine cleaned.
Might want to kill those enemies before you
Their
pop that
engine
off.
cleaned. Engine cleaned. They cleaned your engine. Gonna clean my engine? They cleaned your engine. My engine cleaned? Yep. They cleaned his engine, boys. Truly, the paragon of power skill. Absolutely.
What do you mean by that?
I mean they grabbed a hose and they just cleaned his engine. Genius.
Let's spread out a little bit.
Why? I mean, we already got
Somebody
this.
on the left.
Fair.
Well, I don't want all of us in the same area so that we attract all the fucking enemies.
Yeah, we got this.
I think I'm going to keep playing stratagems until I get enough accolades after the stream.
Oh, I mean, I think I have one. I think I have fucking a bunch of stratagems.
What is the canon stats the boss has in lore, not player choice? Do you just mean like how strong is the boss?
The boss doesn't really have a lot of player choice. Most of his feats and most of his cutscenes and statements come from lore.
Yeah, you pretty much are doing the same missions regardless of the playthrough you have. The only difference would be, actually no, there isn't really any difference because the endings thing only applies to get out of hell, and that's only for Johnny, and that's only determining what happens after the game is already over.
Kyle, it's a fire matchup, especially with them being charisma magnets. I would not call the Demi Fiend from SMT3 a charisma magnet personally, but pop off, I guess.
When you talk about the boss, do you mean the protagonist, the character you play as?
That is who the boss is, the protagonist of Saints Row.
Yes.
Did the boss have max stats and max strength in canon, right? What do you mean by max strength? There isn't a strength value in there.
I mean, if you want to get technical, he was able to beat Killbane in a fight, and Killbane has some really nutty statements.
He also beat him on the moon.
He did.
But only after Killbane revealed he was his father.
That's such
I'm glad somebody got that.
There's also if you want to go off feats, there's also the missile feat in Saints Row 4 where the boss is holding on to the missile as it flies across the
That's so
world.
fucking stupid. He's like, oh man, he's gonna save the world. I'll always remember him, Kylie, in my heart. You're still climbing up the side of the missile as it's leaving fucking the atmosphere.
So I forgot. You fall into the White House, right? Like you don't parachute down, you just fall down.
You literally fall through, and there's a cutscene of you landing through the White House, crashing into the ceiling and landing in a chair.
So
that
would also be a feat too. Honestly, scaling Saints Row would probably be fun at some point.
It is very fun. I've done it, and it's hilariously fun.
No one man should have all that power.
Granted, I am gonna have to go back and play I'm gonna have to play 1 and then finish 2. But most of the feats that you're gonna be doing are gonna be coming from 3, 4, and Get Out of Hell, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean that's true. Okay, so
Go ahead.
I now have 3 classes fully maxed out.
I do not have this plasma incinerator maxed out.
So next time I'll either start on Assault or I'll have to choose a new class to work on.
So is that it, boys? Are we ending the stream here?
Yeah, I'll be ending the stream here because I'll probably be talking to my brother about some things right now. And so that way it doesn't bog up the stream.
All right. Take care, lads.
Hang on.
Take care.
A little bit of a shorter stream, only about half an hour shorter than some of the other ones, but that's because I started half an hour late because I woke up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I apologize for that. Oh. All right. So with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody.